Today we will learn some advanced tricks of pivot tables in Excel. If you are new to pivot table, make sure that you watch this video first to get your basics clear on pivot table, how to use them and why we use them. Pivot tables are just great and we are going to take it to the next level, and I'll share with you some advanced tricks of pivot table. Please tell me in the comment section how you feel about these tricks, and let's start our video for today. Organize field list settings. I have this data which is already converted into Excel tables. Let's quickly insert the pivot table here. Go to Insert, Pivot Table, click OK. Now this is the default view of pivot table fields. You can change it from this gear icon. If you want to see field and area sections side by side, select this option and you will get this view. You can also adjust how you see the fields. You can sort them alphabetically or you can sort them like your data set order. This is very helpful when you have a lot of fields. Create multiple reports with one click. Let's create a report of customers and their product sales. This is the first report. I'm dropping the customers in rows and sales in values and the products in filter section. Let's sort the sales from largest to smallest. Now here comes the one-click part. Now I want to create separate reports for each product. We can do it manually by filtering out the products from here and then copy paste the data. But we will do it with only one click. So go to Pivot Tables, Options, and select this one, Show Report Filter Pages. This box will show all the options you have in the filter section. Now click OK and you will get multiple reports for each product in separate sheets. So this is how you can create multiple reports with only one click. Double click to get the details. Let's say we have this pivot table of customers and sales, and you are wondering what makes up this specific number in the pivot table. So just double click on it. You will get a new sheet with all the details. The sum of sales is this number here for customer 2, and if we check it in our pivot table, it matches with this number. So you will get this type of detail with a double click. Add data bars to pivot table. We have this pivot table of customers and sales, and we want to show data bars for the sales amount. This is easy with few clicks. So go to Home, Conditional Formatting, Data Bars, More Rules. Now here you have to select this option, all cells showing sum of sales value. Check this box, Show Bars Only. Adjust other formatting if you want and click OK. Now here we have one more trick. If you will refresh your pivot table by right click mouse, refresh, this column will get collapsed or it will shrink, because the default setting of pivot table is to make the column width dynamic. So we will change this setting in this case. So go to Pivot Table, Analyze, go to Pivot Table, Options, and uncheck this option, Auto Fit Column Width on Update. So click OK. Now expand this column and let's check out, refresh the pivot table, and here you go. The column width is unchanged. In case you also want to see the sales value in the separate column, you can just add this again to the values field like this, just drag and drop, update the formatting and title as you like. So now you have the sales value and sales bar both in the pivot table. Smart Custom Number Formatting. An alternative to conditional formatting in pivot table is you can use custom formatting. So right mouse click, go to number format, go to custom and make your own formatting. we will use some symbols for positive and negative numbers here. So use the shortcut key Windows and dot to bring the symbols. You can also copy paste your symbols here. Let's choose up arrow for positive number. So search for arrow, choose this one, and then semicolon, and if the number is negative we will show down arrow. So search for arrow again, choose this one. Now we can also add the color coding also. So for down arrow, write here red in square brackets, and for this write green in square brackets and click OK. This is how it will look like. Make your own custom groups. Let's have a look at the sales by date. So I will bring the date to the rows field, and by default it shows me the data for each day. Let's say I want a different custom group to check it out. So right mouse click on dates column, go to groups, and now here you can decide if you want to have groups based on quarters or years instead of month or date. For example, I want to see my data by every 5 days. So select days and here number of days by 5. Click OK, and here you will have your own custom group by date. Add a timeline. To add a timeline, go to Pivot Table Analyze, Insert Timeline. In my last video of Pivot Table, I showed you how to insert these slicers. So if you are curious to know about this, make sure you check out that video. Now we will go ahead and select Insert Timeline. This box will show all the fields which are date fields. We just have one here, select it and OK. Now I have this timeline to use. When you select a month, your data gets filtered out basis on your timeline selection. You can also expand it and select multiple months in one go. You can also switch your view from months to quarters or any other available options that you have. And if you want to remove your timelines, just click on it and delete it. This is all about the advanced pivot table tips. If you know any new tip, please let me know in the comments section. And if you are new to this channel, then welcome and subscribe it before you leave. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care and happy learning.